Hey, he's been fantastic all year, really, and I think the most encouraging thing is this is the best he's pitched in probably 4 weeks. And he competed against Washington, and he competed. He didn't throw well in Arizona. I thought he threw fine against UCLA, not great, but fine. And maybe if we get him out after 5, it's a whole different deal, because he gave up those couple runs in the 6th. And really, if we hold on to the ball at the plate, it's 6 of 3. And then today, I thought one thing I was really pleased with is after Goldfarb hit the first pitch of the game out for a homer, he didn't give him anything the rest of the game. And I think the biggest thing I saw today was he actually struck some guys out. He got to 2 strikes, and that's kind of been the biggest kink in his armor, is he could get to 2 strikes but couldn't put guys away, and he had 2nd and 3rd, 1 out in the 6th, and then punched the next 2 guys out. And we have a lot of confidence in Mitch. He's a strike thrower with 4 pitches. I think that the biggest thing he can do is, that he can attack both right and left with multiple pitches. He can move the ball in and out. He can win the game a bunch of different ways. And so, him being on Sunday, I don't know, there's not many teams that have the luxury of having that on a Sunday, and we're fortunate that we do.
And in that 6th inning, when they get runners on 2nd and 3rd, you can go to the bullpen there. You've got a lot of confidence in your bullpen. You decided to leave him in there. What went into that decision?
Well, hey, he had the feel of the game a little bit, and sometimes you can jump the gun and go to the pen and relieve yourself into a mess. And we had Krisky and Huberman ready, but fortunately we had a 3-run lead at the time, and he was throwing well. I mean, when he missed, a lot of times he was missing down that were called balls, and I thought the umpire was pretty consistent that the ball had to be elevated a little bit for it to be a strike, and but I thought with the types of pitches that he has, that he was going to be able to make pitches to get out of it. And then obviously the strikeout of Heineman was huge, because that doesn't load up the bases. We go bases loaded there for Cuddy. It could be a little bit hairy there, and then we're able to pitch carefully to Cuddy, and he got ahead and then made a great pitch to strike him out. And so I thought he really battled and made pitches when he had to. And like I said, other than getting ambushed on the first pitch of the game, I thought he threw fantastic.
And Bobby Stahel today gets 2 hits at the top of the lineup. He's been struggling a little bit, for him at least.
Well, for him, a struggle is 1 for 4. I mean, it seems like he's gotten a hit every game in the last about 40. I don't know how many he's hit in a row, or if has a hit streak still, but we expect a lot out of him at the top, and he's been pretty relentless at, I think he had 2 hits, and he got a triple in the right center gap, and then he had a push bunt for a base hit off of Clevenger, and the thing he provides is he's a tough kid. He has tough at bats, and you have to make some really good pitches to get him out. I thought he came a little bit out of himself. His first at bat, he didn't like a call on strike 2, and then I think he just kind of gave it away on the breaking ball. He hasn't been doing that all year, and then today I felt like he did it in that first at bat, but then he regrouped and had some really quality at bats the rest of the game. And when him and Stubbs are getting on base, it just changes the whole dynamic. Jeremy's really swinging the bat well right now. Obviously, they booted a ball on the shift, but he smoked that ball into right center that Goldfarb makes a great play on. And if that ball gets past him, it's probably 3. And then, now we've really separated the game. So we're getting good production throughout. And I thought, Edson coming in, he had some good at bats. It's the first time he's really played, and he has that base hit. Dante gets called out on the plate for not touching the plate, and he drew a walk, and Reggie had a couple good at bats, getting back in there today, and so I was real pleased with how the lineup in general was. I thought our defense was good today. Obviously, our pitching was good today for the first time in a while. We got a great start, and when we do that, we're pretty good. That's what I talked to the team about last night. When we pitch well and play good defense, generally we win, and we did that today.
And how good did it feel to see Kyle Davis at the end of the game? Wasn't a save situation necessarily, but to see him back there in that role.
Well, I think the biggest thing we saw is he looked like Kyle Davis. He looked confident. All his pitches were working. You can tell when the way the guys swing, right? I mean, that was a different reaction to his pitches than last Sunday, his first time out. And then Tuesday was a little bit better against Pepperdine, and yesterday looked like Kyle Davis, or today looked like Kyle Davis. And so that was really encouraging. It was really good to see when he creates that many swing and misses, and he attacked the zone. He was on it today, and we're going to need that moving forward because we all know when he's 100% what he looks like, and not many people can hit it.